Hello students, welcome back. We will be taking second part of our chapter, that is 3 question. Before starting second part, I'll be telling you about what was in the first part of our chapter. So here we in the first part we see there was a king who was having 3 questions. That was question number 1, what is the right time to begin something? Second, which people should he listen to? Third, what is the most important thing for him to do? So in the first part he was searching answers from his kingdom or from the wise men, but he was not satisfied with the answers which he get from different people. जितने भी आंसर्स उसके किंगडम के लोगों ने दिए या फिर वाइज मैन ने दिए तो उनसे वो संतुष्ट नहीं था. सो ही डिसाइडेड टू विजिट हर्मिट. हर्मिट वॉज एन ओल्ड मैन living in the jungle, and he was digging the ground. And when king went to hermit, he asked same 3 questions to him, and in return hermit didn't answer any of it. But when king was leaving, then hermit suddenly told him, here comes someone running towards them. So in the second part we will be seeing who was coming towards them. We will be starting second part from here. The king turned round and saw a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which blood was flowing. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. The king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. So here we see that king noticed a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which blood is oozing, or you can say flowing. As he reached the king, he fainted, वो बेहोश हो गया, and fell to the ground. He had large wound in his stomach. The king washed the wound and covered, or you can say compressed it with his handkerchief. In your book it is written redressed. Redressed means dress again. आपको wound होता है, if you get hurt, so doctor says you dressing होगी इसकी. So it is the same word. So king covered his wound with his handkerchief and redressed it. At last bleeding stopped. Now coming to the next paragraph, the man felt better and asked for something to drink. The king brought fresh water and gave to him. By this time the sun had set and the air was cool. The king, with the hermit's help, carried the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. The man closed his eyes and lay quiet. The king, tired by his walk and work he had done, lay on the floor and slept through the night. When he awoke, it was several minutes before he could remember where he was or what the strange bearded man was laying on the bed was. So, in this paragraph, we see the man felt better and asked water to drink. The king gave him fresh water. The sun had set by then, means evening का time था. The king and hermit carried the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. The tired king also fell asleep. And why was king tired? वहाँ पे mention था क्योंकि उसने इतनी walk करी थी and work करा था. So king was also tired and he also slept in the hermit's hut. When king awoke, the bearded man asked him to forgive him. And now coming back to the page number 12, the wounded man says from here, Forgive me, said the bearded man in a weak voice when he saw the king was awake. I don't know you and have nothing to forgive for you, said the king. Now, the wounded man was saying, asking him to forgive him, but king said, I don't know you, why you are asking for forgiveness. Now, the story have a twist. So, what is the twist? Let's see. You don't know me, but I know you. I am that enemy of yours who swore revenge on you because you put my brother to death and seized my property. I knew you had gone alone to see that hermit, and I made up my mind to kill you on your way home. But the day passed, and you did not return. So I left my hiding place, and I came upon your bodyguard, who recognized me and wounded me. I escaped from him, but I should have died if you had not dressed my wounds. I wished to kill you, and you have saved my life. Now, if I live, I will serve you as most faithful servant and will consider my sons to do same. Forgive me. Now we see that wounded man was in fact the king's enemy. He followed the king to take revenge. Now that wounded man was the enemy and he planned a revenge. So how he planned the revenge? He planned the revenge by he take a vow, or you can say he swear that he will kill king on the way to his home. जब किंग रिटर्न होगा अपने घर पे तो वो उसको मार देगा. The king had once put his brother to death and seized his property. Seized means took by force, means जबरदस्ती उसकी जो ज़मीन थी वो भी ले ली थी. So the man decided to take revenge. The man was hiding himself in the jungle. He came out of his hiding place when king did not return, as I told you. He got wounded by the king's bodyguard. He would have died if the king had not dressed his wound. He felt grateful, means he was very happy and ready to help king in future by saying that I will serve you. I promise you that I will serve you as a faithful servant. Now, next paragraph. The king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily and to have won him over as a friend. He not only forgave him but said he would send his servant and his own doctor to look after him, and he promised to give back the man his property. Now, the king was happy that he had made peace with his enemy. He forgave that man and promised to give back his property. So, at the end, king was happy, enemy was now grateful to him, and king decided to give property back to that wounded man. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked round for the hermit. Before going away, he wished once more to get answer of his question. The hermit was on his knees, sowing seeds in the beds that had been dug by day before. The king went up to the hermit and said, For the last time, I beg you to answer my questions, wise man. Now, when the king again decided to go to hermit and ask same three questions. Now coming to the next paragraph, from here, how have you, coming to the next paragraph from here, you have been already answered, said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. How have I been answered? What do you mean? Now, the hermit explained by digging the beds और यू कैन से सोइंग द सीड्स. उसने अपने सीड्स वहाँ पे वो डाल रहा था, कहाँ पे, बेड्स के अंदर, जो कि किंग ने लास्ट दिन उसके लिए डिग करे थे. सो किंग एकदम से हैरान होता है कि हाउ हैव आई बीन आंसर्ड, नो वन हैज़ गिवन मी आंसर, सो कैन यू एक्सप्लेन. Now the hermit says from here, "Do you not see?" replied the hermit. "If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. Then that man would have attacked you, and so you would have wished, so you had stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds, and I was the most important man. To do me good was your most important business." Now the hermit explained that by digging the beds for him, the king escaped the attack. So जब वो डिग कर रहा था तो एक तो वो पहले अपने अटैक से बच गया. तो हर्मिट कहता है, सो द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टाइम वॉज व्हेन ही वॉज डिगिंग और हेल्पिंग दैट हर्मिट. The hermit himself was the most important, and doing good to him was the most important business. So king got that answers of all three questions कि टाइम कौन सा अच्छा था, कौन से इंसान के लिए वो काम करे, एंड ऐसा क्या काम करे जो कि वो अपने आप को सक्सेसफुल कह सके. नाउ लेट्स सी मोर फ्रॉम हियर. Afterwards, when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were carrying him, because if you had not dressed his wound, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was the most important business. Again, you see, again in this lines, we see all the answers, or you can see three answers of same three questions. Now the most important part, or you can say moral of the story, came from here, which is hermit is telling to the king, or you can say the readers, that remember then, there is only one time that is most important time, and that time is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. The most necessary person is the person you are with at particular moment, for no one knows what will happen in future and whether we will meet anyone else. The most important business is to do that person good, because we were sent into this world for that purpose alone. So in last two paragraphs, we see that the moral, or you can say lesson, coming out of this chapter by Leo Tolstoy is that to live in the present moment rather worrying about the future. You need no need to worry about the future. The right time is now, today, or you can say present. We should live in the present with wisdom and kindness, so automatically students, our future becomes good. So this is all for this chapter. We'll be discussing more important things in the next video. Thank you.